Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Entertainment TV.
My name is Apostle Fabian NNa. I am the president of Fire of Liberation Interdenominational Ministries. I'm from Abia State, but I resident in Port Harcourt. I am married with 4 kids. By the grace of God, I am the president of Fire of Liberation. And this is an interdenominational ministry that the Lord is using to reach out to His people. No, I've been in ministry for 16 years, full-time ministry, but the Fire of Liberation Interdenominational Ministry is actually 5 years. We are celebrating our 5 years anniversary, and the theme of this year anniversary is actually Greater Glory. We tag every of our anniversary Ebenezer, and so this is Ebenezer 2021 with the theme Greater Glory. First of all, for you to be in ministry and remain in ministry, you must be called first. The calling must be there. And then the next thing is understanding your calling. Because sometimes that God called you is not a sign that God says you should start up a work. That is different. So God will call you and ask you and give you an assignment actually. And his assignment is the purpose of the calling. But the problem we have is that most time people get the call, but they don't wait for the message. They don't wait to receive a precise instruction from the Lord. For example, the Bible said, and God called Moses to Mount Sinai. That is a call. If Moses had gotten to Mount Sinai and refused to listen or wait on the Lord, he would just go there, receive the call, come back with nothing. So the difference is having the call, getting the message, and then running with the message. So one of the things that has kept me focused and that has sustained me in ministry for this number of years is my ability to understand the call and also understand the purpose of the call. Like I usually tell people that if you meet me today and say come and be the governor of a state or become this and that, I will not take the option. The reason is I've already understood the purpose of God over my life, and having understood that purpose, I must maintain the purpose. It is up to you now to ask for grace to stand, to sustain, and to maintain the calling. So in general and in summary, what has kept me going, not deviating into other things, is actually understanding my calling, understanding the message behind the calling, and also running with the message. With this understanding, I've come to know and realize that when God calls you and you put your mind into what He has called you for, distractions will come actually, but understanding that He will provide and He will sustain and maintain you at His will gives you ability and the grace and the opportunity to stand and maintain your stand with God. Okay, the truth of the matter is that even a child in the womb knows that Nigeria is going through terrible times. Not just Nigeria, actually, the whole world is going through terrible times. The world is going through terrible times. But Nigeria is peculiar because sometimes I tell people that the problem of Nigeria is self-made. Self-made in the sense that we are the ones that have brought ourselves where we are. We have made ourselves to become slaves to certain situations, poverty, and because of the style of governance. Sometimes I blame the politicians who are in the office. At the same time, I blame the electorate, which is the citizens. But looking at it critically, I usually tell people the system is already corrupt. So sometimes the citizens are handicapped. They don't know what to do, how to go about it, because when you have a wrong system, there is nothing right you can do. For instance, let's use the electoral process. You cast your vote. You say today, this is the person I want this person to win. You go and vote. In the next few minutes after voting, you see military, the police, or everywhere, the security people come on their own, and everywhere is scattered. The man that came out genuinely to vote, we discovered that his vote did not count. At the same time, there is poverty in the land. So not everybody can bear hunger. That is why if you induce anybody with 1 naira, 2 naira, the person will say, okay, this is who I want, without even minding if the person you are voting for can bring solution to the problem. The advice I'm giving to youth this moment is, especially as the 2023 election is coming, is to realize that the people you put in power because of 5 naira or 100 naira will keep you in bondage for the next 4 years. Secondly, because of the kind of moral decadence, societal disorder, pandemonium everywhere, I want to tell the youth that Jesus is actually the answer, the solution to their problem. The body of Christ need to do better, because I believe when the church is right, when the church is vocal, the society must listen. I believe that when all the men of God comes out to pray and to seek the face of God, because keeping quiet in the midst of adversity and praying alone is like telling God to come and fight the fight God has already positioned you to fight. And then the kind of the messages you preach in the altar, the kind of word you release on the altar is actually is a molder. This is what molds your members. When they leave, they become what you said. They become what you were teaching. They become what you've been preaching. So I want to say to the church, it is time for us as well to mold these people in a perfect way, in a perfect form. Because if you have a sound and good church, then we'll have a good society. If all of us can join hands together, teach the people what is right, I believe that they also will do what is right. For people going through difficult times because of high cost of things in the society, I want to let you know that God is the answer. Some of the problems we are going through too, they are not just economical, they are not just physical, they are not just political, they are more spiritual. That is why sometimes if you see people, they have this reluctant attitude to come out to pray. And that is why, like the ministry we are in here, Interdenominational Fire of Liberation, just like the name is a warfare ground where we believe that you can pray yourself out. And one of the teachings we have is that you can deliver yourself. God can use you to deliver yourself. When you come out, you pray and you intensify in your prayer. Some people used to say, I've been praying and things are like this. And my answer is, if you are praying and you are like this, imagine if you are not praying at all. That means you would have been dead. So my advice in summary is to all the youth at this moment that the country is going through critical times. 1, prepare for 2023 with your integrity. Number 2, the church must rise up and defend the citizens through prayer and by speaking up in the midst of adversity. And then I also implore all the men of God in different churches, the message you preach determines the lifestyle of your members. So with this in place, we can have a sound and safe society.
All-Stars Entertainment TV.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that I came out from a family of 8, and I happen to be the last born of my father's house. By just standing on the pulpit, there are other things you need to do aside what the Lord has called you. So I have this boutique name already. I don't even know if I've gone to cinema before. So I want, for the first time, I'm telling you, I've not been to cinema before. Like, I have PlayStation. If I want to cool off, I handle PlayStation. I play very well. For more information about us, you want to interact with me on any of the social media platforms, just go to Facebook, Apostle Fabian NNa Ministries, our official Facebook page. In Instagram is Fabian NNa Official. Then you can also find my personal page, Fabian NNa, on Facebook. On Twitter, I am NNa Fabian also. And YouTube is Fabian NNa.
All-Stars Entertainment TV.